All right, it's been a good week, and we're going to try and keep the grind going this weekend in late January. There's a Chicago Poker Classic winter warm-up going on at Horseshoe Hammond, and we're going to try and satellite into the main event. Tonight there's an $80 satellite, and we're going to try and win a ticket worth $660 to get into the main event tomorrow. So that's our goal tonight. If we do not achieve it, we will end up in cash games for the rest of the evening and then stay overnight at Ameristar and hit up maybe a tournament at Majestic Star on Saturday. So that's the plan as of right now. Glad you're enjoying all the vids. It's been a great week. We're going to try and continue this run up and turn this 800 into, I don't know, 8,000? How about that? Woo! We're doing very well in the satellite tournament. This is the second break. The blinds are at 300 and 600, and I got 26,000 in chips. There's 70 entries, and they're giving away 9 seats into the main event. This was an $80 buy-in, and that seat, if I can win it, is worth 650 bucks. So really good. But check out these hands I've had. I've had pocket aces twice, and both times they paid off huge. I had pocket kings, just paid off really well. And then just a few minutes ago, I had pocket nines. That was a really interesting. Guy in front of me, I was in later position, guy in middle position raised it to 3 times the big blind. I called. The flop was 5, 6, 7. I had pocket nines. He had 8s unbeknownst to me. He bets out 2,000. I have a fairly long pause, and I call. There's 2 spades on the board, and then we both check it down after that, and I turn over 9s and he turns over 8s. So pretty freaking cool. We're getting back at it. And there's 26 players left. I think we're in a really good position. I would imagine we're right around chip average. So playing really well. Definitely hungry. Caliber of players is pretty weak. People are playing pretty loose. In fact, the chip leader at our table is right next to me, and now he's gone. So, very strange. But he said he's more of a slot machine player. So we'll check back in hopefully after the break and be in position to secure a ticket. Kimok 7. Ameristar, and yeah, we slept maybe from like 2 to 9. The neighbors here were pretty loud, and I asked for a non-smoking room, but the room still smells kind of smoky, and it's a disabled room, which means there's a lot of brass bars in the bathroom, including a disability seat. Not the end of the world, but the noisy neighbors is really annoying. I do like the painting on the wall that kind of matches my shirt. But I'll let you see the view out here in the room, in the very disabled bathroom. The rooms here at Ameristar in East Chicago are really nice. I got a good deal on this because I'm VIP. So I'll let you see out the window. We're up on the 11th floor, which will give you a nice view of some of the area out here. There's the casino down there. There's Lake Michigan. And down in the distance, that boat over there is the other casino, Majestic Star Casino. So we're actually going to go over there at noon, and we're going to jump in a $100 tournament. But before we talk about that, let me talk about my disappointment of last night, because I really blew it. I really blew it. And in poker, there are moments when you could be compulsive and emotional and just make a really uncalculated emotional decision rather than a calculated strategic decision. So after my last break there, and you saw in the video, I was doing really well. We got down to 22 players. The top 9 were getting a seat into the main event. And there's this gentleman in the middle position. I was in late position. And he had a habit of, and I talk about this in one of my other videos, but he was kind of creating this persona of a maniac. And at one point he beat me, or he beat somebody else with 5-3 offsuit. So I mean, in the middle of the tournament, he's playing all kinds of wild hands. And I was doing really well. I crushed him on 3 different pots. And all of a sudden, he does it again. I'm in late position, he's in middle position, and he raises it 3 times the big blind, and I'm sitting there with ace-10 suited. And when he did it, I just jammed all in, which was the dumbest thing I could do. He calls and flips over, you guessed it, pocket aces. And just like that, I'm out of the tournament. So really disappointed in myself last night. It's a great opportunity to win a ticket worth $650. I'm not going to beat myself up too much over it. All I could do is learn from it and move on. If you don't learn from it, then you're really doomed. But I feel really stupid about it. The only good news about it is I quickly won back that money playing a couple numbers on roulette. So we're going to go grind today at Majestic Star, and we're going to go have lunch downstairs at the stadium. Got my coffee, slept about 6 hours, and going to continue having fun. But at the same time, I'm not going to forget what the dumb move I made last night. Really dumb. There's no reason to do that. And I could have potentially coasted to the final table to get the ticket. But we're all out of mistake here and there. It's going to happen. And when it does, you got to try and not repeat history. So I'm going to remember that for the rest of 2017. Mach 7 poker strategy. That's where we're going right there, the Stadium Sports Bar. Choose your brew. We're gonna have ourselves a good beer. Nice. Hopefully they're There's the stadium. Doesn't look like it's too busy in there. There's some sort of Chinese New Year thing going on. Wow. Very exciting. Is the bar open in there? Opens at 11? Oh, a couple minutes. All right. I'm an eager beaver. All right, we're gonna sit here and wait. Yeah, it's a really cool bar. A lot of collectibles and stuff. Not that I hang out at bars and casinos, but I think today we're gonna have a few beers. honey, it's true. Wow. Well, what a grind that was. Holy cow, I'm exhausted. Saturday night, we grinded all day. We had to wait 2 hours to get on a 1-2 table. I actually played on a 2-5 table for the first time in my life. And wow, this guy was just raising the 30 bucks every single time. I just folded. I only played there 2-5 for about 20 minutes. Then I finally got on a 1-2 table. But the hand of the day was against a guy who was in middle position, who was being fishy. He had about 200 behind him. And he had bluffed me earlier and shown his bluff, which really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. And I waited about 2 hours until I woke up with something monsterish, you know? Like the good way to do it. I get pocket twos. And I raise it. I'm at the button. Knowing this guy's gonna call, I raise it up to 20 bucks. The flop is queen 7 deuce. I flopped a set. I immediately bet it out. I immediately bet 20 bucks. Because I seen this guy's patterns. I just knew no matter what I bet, he was gonna call. He calls. Turn card is a 6. I pretend to be disappointed. I start Hollywooding a little bit and I just check. Kind of a frustration. Grab my my thing and just kind of sat here like this. I've been watching this guy for, 3 hours. I had him down. He bets out 30 bucks. Of course I call. River card is a 6 to give me a full house. 22266. Full house. He checks the river. I bet out 55 bucks. And he calls. And I show him my boat and he mucks. About a half hour later, I got up from that table and I left. So there's my big story for today. I really don't have any big ones other than that. That was the story. It's pretty card dead at the 1-2 table for quite a while, but my session was about 6-7 hours. I'm really tired. Really tired. And I'm going to end the video here. And glad you're enjoying all the vids. Kimok 7. Heading up to Potawatomi in Milwaukee. We're just going to jump in the 1-3 tables. Doing really great this week, so I got a wad of cash in my pocket. I'm even for the weekend, but I'm up for the week. I won't say how much, but you see the smile on my face. I love going up to Potawatomi, Milwaukee. The players are a little loose. They like to drink, which I'm not gonna drink, so that'll give me an edge. There's a good piece of advice for you. And I just love the room. It's really comfortable. People really have a good time up there. It's non-smoking. And I want to talk about that topic because I've just spent a couple days at Horseshoe and Ameristar and Majestic Star. And man, the smoke was getting to me. I mean, wow. My sinuses just driving me nuts. Now, there's no smoking in those rooms, but they're smoking right outside the room, like constantly. Hey, I'm all about freedom of choice. I think smokers should be able to smoke wherever the hell they want, but I'm not a smoker, so it just bothers my sinuses. One thing I want to say on this video, like I've said in my other videos, I like to head into my sessions with a strategy. And today's strategy is simple and specific. We're gonna look for fishes. We're gonna look for them, and when we can identify them, we're gonna exploit them, capitalize them, and stack them. Bam, bam, bam. Last night, I pegged a guy. He bluffed me early on. Oh, he was so proud. And younger guy, yeah, for what it's worth. And it really pissed me off. And it literally changed my strategy for the rest of that session. I just waited for a specific opportunity to stack him, and I did with a full house. By the way, he had queen high. There was a queen on the board. He thought his queen was going to win it. I assume he had ace queen. He mucked his hand. But I stacked him with a full house. 2 still full of 6s. So we're going to look to do that today. One big opportunity could put $200 to $300 or $400 right in your hand. So be patient, wait for opportunities, and stack someone, you know. In certain respects, it's not that difficult. Just wait for the opportunity to stack them. It's Uncle Mikey's!
Every blue line, cheap hotel casino. It's free, it's ever been. It seems like all this life was just a dream.
Well, it appears there's some sort of chili cook-off, and the guy who manages a poker room says that the chili cook-off attracts 5,000 people to Potawatomi. Holy smokes. Yeah, the Mike Chill Bowl. Wow. Let's go check out some of this chili. Oh my God. Wow. It's gonna be one gassy ass friggin' room in about 2 hours. Holy smokes. Only in Wisconsin will a chili cook-off attract 5,000 people. Let's go check it out.
There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you. There. There you go. Thanks. Hello.
This is poker room. This is the poker room Potawatomi. That's the poker room Potawatomi right there. Bad beat jackpots up 207,000. That's crazy. Holy smokes. That's us right there on the 1-3 list. Number Chad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're number 6 on the waiting list. That's pretty exciting. We had a very good session. Very happy about it. We won 275. Well, I'm on a hot streak the last 8 days. Thank God. It's a good way to start the new year.
578.
Taking advantage of fishes left and right. You know?
Right. Did you want a 50 or no?
Big's fine, that's fine. As long as it's green, I'll take it.
All right. One, two, three, four, five, six, 75, 6, 7, 8.
You're the best, thank you. You too. Time to celebrate. Well, I've had a good hour to think about how I want to end this video, because it's just an exceptional weekend of grinding in tournaments and especially the cash tables, with a little bit of luck at roulette here and there. But a couple of points I want to make today, because I just had a $278 session, and it was just fantastic. And the hand of the day, we're going to bring it up here. I have my deck of cards. We're going to bring it up here. You know, it's like I say in my other videos, if you can identify the fishes at the table and peg them and keep an eye on them and be very studious as to their betting patterns, their tendencies, their leaks, you may be able to really stack them. In the case of today up at Potawatomi, Milwaukee, I had just a quick 4 to 5 hour session. To me, that's quick. And immediately, the two guys at the end of the table, these older gentlemen, older than me, if you will, I'm 45, I'd put them about, well, the guy that I stacked was about 60. And you could just see their tendencies, and they're calling very light when you raise them. So just waited for a moment, just waited for an opportunity, and there it came. And when it did, I was last to act. I'm at the button. I'm in late position right before the button there, and I raised it to 25 bucks. He calls, of course. He's the only one that calls. And the flop comes, it's queen, 7, 8. I bet it out. I just continuation bet, another 25 bucks. He called. The turn came, I checked it, and he raised. And I called. The turn card was a jack. And the river card comes, just a brick. It's nothing, 2, 4 something. What does he do? He bets out $100, and he does it fairly quickly. And I kept really close eye on his hands and his body language and everything. And it took me no less than 3 seconds to snap call that off and take 200 from this guy, approximately 200. You know, nothing tricky or new there to you. I know you're not going to really learn anything, but patience, patience, patience. Just waited for the perfect opportunity to stack this guy, and there it came. And the last thing I want to make a comment about this post is hard work pays off. And it's really paying off for me this week. And if there's anything that I can note that I've done differently this week, in the cash games, it has been to really, really, really be patient. Really be patient. And it's really paid off this week. And this is just from playing 1-2 and 1-3 tables. Up in Milwaukee, it's 1-3. Up at the other places I play, it's 1-2. So I'm really up for the week. Don't necessarily know if I'm up if I include November, December, January, but I'm very up for the year. So I have to look back at my records to see if I'm up over December as well. But it's just been absolutely fantastic, taking advantage of fishes, exploiting their tendencies, capitalizing on their weaknesses, and stacking them right when the opportunity is right. When I'm getting these pocket pairs, I'm betting them out very aggressively, even if they're threes or deuces. Some guy even kind of chuckled at me today about, you know, what I did with these pocket threes. I'm like, whatever, dude. You know, if I flop a set, you're screwed, and you'll have no idea that I have a set. No idea. So I hope you enjoyed the videos today. Don't know what the plan is for this week. but I'll be doing some more video editing. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments and your subscriptions. Thank you for subscribing to KimMach7. This year is off to a very exciting start, and there's some big things yet to come. I am recording some more hands, so you'll be seeing more of that. It's difficult, as you can imagine. You know, big props out to these guys in Vegas like Andrew and Trooper that are recording all these hands, because it's a lot of work and it can be distracting on your game. And kudos to them for being able to pull it off. I do like videotaping the hands, and you'll be seeing more of that. So for now, I'm giving you more of a verbal tell and story of how the hands went down using my little props and my very gorgeous fish cards, which were a nice gift for Christmas from Santa Claus. This has been KimMach7 with Poker Strategy. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.